beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. That one bounces through the end zone, so let's start at the 25. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won our first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaking free at midfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up. Well, the big fellows, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll try a pass here. Nice grab. It's Helm. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Oh, what a move, goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down at 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think. Are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker?
Oh, my God.
Moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And we're able to get him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold him to 3 points.
Defense is coming after him. He gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He'll hand it off. Spinning out of the tackle.
Should have kept
And
that.
a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Series.
And the Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. It's complete.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that short completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
Let's
Pass
go.
rush has trapped him into sack.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And here's the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines took a cash in this red zone trip. And there's the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The shotgun running play call. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll get him down that time. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to score with a run to the right. Finds his way in for the score. Touchdown.
You just take a 2-hour shower?
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Do you want to ice or move it? I put an electrolyte applesauce in the refrigerator for you to eat before you go to bed.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Balls. Push it through the man.
Just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Pressure. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half.
And he lofts it toward the sideline.
Oh, good job blocking me out.
Deep there, good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Keeping it on the ground here. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Fighting Irish offense is back.
No.
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one.
You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Oh, this is the
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Makes a quick catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. He's got it right.
Oh, who the hell was my other?
And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Oh,
the key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they draw within 4, 13-10. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to make a play here. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They're going to run it.
Yeah.
Just a small game. Looking at 2nd and 9. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. And move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's left.
Take the sack.
Got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he lost it deep over the middle.
Catch the ball,
Pass
Delu.
is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
God dang.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Fellas,
The
like,
catch
what
is
is
made
going
for a
on?
huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Offense tops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on this scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play.
Oh no, we got you on a spot, buddy.
He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many
Knew that
times.
was
As an
coming.
offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And he knocks it right through the uprights. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Like one more play here before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 15. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half.
Speed
They
kills.
just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Win after makes it a 15-point game. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic. Most recently, Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense.
Oh, shoot. What about pick?
They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. A change of direction. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
I believe they picked up those blocks.
That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Good catch, Ware.
1st down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down, looking to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle.
He didn't even block him.
Carrier tackled there.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. A running play called on fourth down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and go get a touchdown.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it first and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Irish. Trying to come all the way back. So here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit just a field goal. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one.
Oh, he's throwing it out of back.
Catch made way out of the 25. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Solid tackle, able to get him down. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. He's swarmed by the defense.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision and giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw. But instead, they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Being set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He did. He's both not open.
With this offensive line, that poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Receiver makes the catch, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Looking to throw yet again. He finds the running back in the flat. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's complete.
Oh, he held that.
That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Breaking free at the 35. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Oh, a reverse. He's brought down out at the 46. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
No, it's not the
Oh, I'm sorry. What the?
Yeah, it does look like I got like stung.
Did you eat
Second
that?
down,
Yes.
coming up for this offense.
And I did my job.
Okay. Love you.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Handoff heading left. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the state...